the course of the day, I figure out a lot of stuff to put on YouTube, and unfortunately, I don't have the camera set up, or don't have a film crew follow me around. But I talked about getting a horse to follow his shoulder and everything, and so what that brought my mind, I was working Brave Eagle here earlier. I'm just teaching him to spin, and it'd be a good thing where it all comes into play. Now first, what I need to have softness. In other words, if I grab his mouth, he should come to my hands. And this is where following that shoulder. You know, I evaluated a horse this weekend, and she knew how to spin, but no offense for people out there, but she was taught to spin. Well, there's no other way to say it, for the Mexican rodeos and stuff, which is a little different, believe it or not. They concentrate on speed. So this horse wasn't really sitting that hind foot in. She was spinning, but she wasn't sitting that hind foot. And you know, so the way I first started out, I got my softness. So I just start moving my horse out. And at first we just go to walk. And I'll show y'all a couple of different ways. Me, I like doing my side pass. Believe it or not, I just went into a half pass or a side pass, but you couldn't tell it. What I'll do is say it a little bit better. Anyway, I just start going sideways, and I just sort of pick up directional rein and turn them. That way they cross over, helps them. And like I said, I just started with Brave Eagle, so he doesn't know how to do it. So, you know, it's not going to do any good for me to use a horse that already knows how to spin to show you how to do this. But I asked for a side pass, and then I pick up my directional rein, which is this one here, and I shortened it and just encouraged him to come around and sit on his hindquarters and cross over in the front. Because on a side pass, they got to cross over on the front. So I'm already there, halfway there. So I'll pick up, go sideways, change my seat a little bit. And stop. And settle. I don't go after speed. I don't go after speed until way down the line. Okay, we'll pick up, go sideways, change my speed a little bit. And that's it. Now, if you notice, right when I get ready to turn him on his haunches, I sit more erect, and put my weight on my butt, and because I'll encourage him to get his hind under. I don't like trot. I know a lot of people like to trot and sit them in that spin, but what happens is a lot of times they'll drop that shoulder if you trot them into it. So I prefer, like I said, go do side pass, turn them around. Now, I'm not jerking them around. I'm letting him find his way at this point. Like I said, if I try to get speed, he'll trip over himself and overhit himself. Right now I don't have him booted up because I'm not going for speed. But if you notice my hands, I always lay my off rein on his neck, so eventually all I have to do is lay that rein, give him some leg, and ride that spin. And another thing I will do, I'll back him up, pick up, off. I'll back him up, cue him, just do little quarter turns, half turns, depends on where the horse is at. Because when I do it in backup, I'm already setting that horse up on his hiney. So when I do let's say quarter turn, he's learning to set that foot. And he's not going to pop that hind end all over the place. Oh, 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 oh. And one thing he does know, to him, ho means stop and back up. And if you watch, all I got to do is say ho, and he'll get on, drop that head down. Like I said in a previous tape, whoa means my horse is back up. But to teach your horse to spin is not that difficult if you got the confirmation for it. That's the key thing too. Horse has got to have the confirmation. If they got a long back and they got a flat behind back there, it's hard for them to get underneath themselves. So you can still teach them to spin, but they might not have that speed. And I'm really picky about controlling my horse's feet and where I want them. I'm not very anal on some things, but that's one thing I am anal on. But by doing that and going through all the steps from his training from day one, you know, all is a natural progression. And yeah, I got him bedded up now. It's just a snaffle that's broken in two pieces. It's not curved or nothing like that. But he's that age now, he should start filing up. And if you notice, I'm soft, and he's just soft in a snaffle. So, you know, it's real simple. Just take your steps one step at a time. Don't get in a hurry. Don't go for speed. Get the technique. Once you get the technique, the horse has the balance, and the speed will always come later. So, like I said, I only got 10 minutes on here for each tape, and I know I've broken a lot of them down. But to teach a horse to spin is not that hard. Any accomplished horseman out there can do it if you're willing to do the steps. So all you got to remember, your horse ought to know how side pass, so it'll help. And use your seat. And if you're not getting it, think about what you're doing wrong. You got to get that forward motion stopped. But if you got control of them shoulders, like I've said in the other tapes, it's just a natural progression. Everything dealing with the horses should be a natural progression if you want to be better and better and better. And me, I always strive to learn more as time goes on and do better. And I want my horses doing better. So that's just a short, quick tips. Get a horse to spin one-on-one. It's simple. Everything I show is simple, and I try to take the magic out of it and encourage people to do it. And have fun with your horse. And as I always say, be true to the horse and they'll be true to you.